people don't realize like everything you know about the music industry, you have to throw it away. Everything you thought you knew, like it's changing. We're at an inflection point. You know, it's like things you have to reframe how you see the game. You know, everything you know about everything. It's just like the past 12 months changed. The next 12 months changed. You know, like everything we talk about now in 12 months is completely different.
What's going on, man? Welcome back.
What up? Thank you.
Welcome back to the Manager's Playbook, man. I appreciate you coming on here, man.
And that was lit last time.
Yeah, yo, you know what I loved about it? We were talking about it off camera. I love that, like, it for me, and I don't know, you tell me, like, it felt like it was the beginning of his rollout. Because you guys, after we had the conversation, you guys were cooking.
I know.
And you're still cooking. You know, so shout out to Hit. Like, you guys are absolutely crushing in the game, man. To walk me through, I mean, you know, I felt like it was like the beginning of the rollout there, right?
We're just getting started.
Yeah. Like, and so, and for those who don't know what I'm talking about, this is Nima Nasseri. This is Hit Boy's manager, but this is like a legend in the music business. The man is a monster in many ways, and in the most positive ways. Positively affecting people's lives who aren't even in the music business as well in a real way. Like, you're very generous with your time, and you actually just have a lot of curiosity, and you seem to like really understand a whole lot of pockets of this business that most people don't. So I think it's a real treat to have you on here.
Sick, thank you.
And have this conversation.
Great intro.
It's safe to say for you, are there certain ways that you kind of look at it and you could recommend to a smaller artist, like this is the type of content that'll work, or you just be like, I don't know, you can
whatever's authentic to you.
Right.
You know, it's like whatever's authentic to you, like whatever works for you. You know, like it's like you got to figure it out. Yeah. What's your format? What's true to you? You know, like what is it? Like some of the best artists are great creators. Like Somber's, if you look at Somber's TikTok, it's like his framing's always the same. Like he's got his head tilted. Like it's like consistent. Yeah. Like the algorithm rewards him, you know, because he knows what his system is. Yeah. Benson Boone, same thing. His framing, like if you look at his page, like you'll see the way he does it systematically. Yep. So either whether it's intentional or not, it doesn't matter. That's just how the algorithm is. You know. So like great artists are great creators. You know, like you could be a great artist if you're not a great creator, then you're homeless. Like my homeless guy. Yeah.
Yo, talk to me about that guy.
Yeah, he's fucking popping.
Let's talk about that, because that's a good example right there. Because if a homeless guy can go nuclear, I mean, an artist has no excuse as well. Yeah. And I mean, just context, I mean, on that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so like his name's Norris Williams. He's 72 years old, and he was basically neglected and abused by the state of California for 12 years. He lived on the train. And so I met him and I was like, yo, this doesn't make sense that a 72-year-old he was 71 at the time, like is not getting help from the state, especially when we pay so much money in taxes. Yeah. So it was just like a big injustice, and I just made a GoFundMe and we raised money. And
how'd you meet him?
I just met him on the street in LA with his dog, because I'm a big dog guy. Yeah. And I just don't understand. I don't like seeing homeless people with dogs being homeless, because I just feel like they love their dogs and they should be able to have a home,
take care of them,
have like a habitat, because they're caring for, we're genuine. Right. There's a lot of drugs and alcohol out there. Like, of course, people have issues. Sure. He's no drugs, no alcohol, no criminal record, no nothing. You know, so I just thought that was like weird, and it didn't make sense. And I just started going crazy. I started using, actually, everybody in the music industry really helped me out. Like everybody. Like I was hitting up everybody. You know, from Jody Gerson at UMPG, thank you, Jody, to everybody. Like everybody was just, it was like. Literally, like I was hitting up everybody, blowing everybody up, and I was like, yo, I got to get this guy off the train, because Hit Boy was actually nominated for Producer of the Year in 2023, and it was Grammys that year, and it was like a tsunami.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, I was like, this tsunami, this guy's on the train, his dog's getting stepped on. It's like, and that was like a real tsunami in LA, and I was like, people like that need help. Yeah. There's so many people like that out there who just need it, but they can't get it. So we raised money in the GoFundMe, got him into a home. He's been there for 15 months. He started a dog training business. He used to be a dog trainer in the 70s. So now he's got like, he's training shelter dogs, and then while this is happening, like we're shooting a documentary on him, but while this is happening, I started posting him on TikTok. So I started testing different content styles on TikTok. So I'm like, trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that. I do that for like 3 months. And then on month 3.
Are you shooting him? You're the one?
I'd go on the trains at night and I'd film him. Like I'd get like iPhone content while we're shooting the documentary. So I would go down with my boy, he'd shoot the documentary on the handheld, and I would just shoot on the iPhone. Okay. So then I'd just stockpile all the content. I just kept stockpiling content, which every artist should do. You know, you're stockpiling content like constantly. And then, on month 3, like on day 90, day 91, video cracked. Like one video went crazy. I was like, ooh.
What video was it?
It was actually to a Benson Boone song.
Oh,
it went crazy. Yeah,
wow.
The Beautiful Things. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, that record was going crazy on TikTok. You know.
Wow.
So it was a sped up version of Beautiful Things. I was like, oh fuck, I cracked it, and it was a very specific content style.
Okay.
So then I just doubled down, tripled down, and then I just started flying.
When you say double down, triple down, you're doing the same piece of content. And
I'm just doing variations of the same thing. Like I just keep I'm just finding different things that work.
With the same song?
No, I'm trying different trending audios. Because I'm really pushing the visibility.
Right.
I'm pushing the visibility. It's not about the song. So
yeah,
I'm pushing the content.
Got you.
So basically, and I just keep moving him up. So now he's going crazy on TikTok. He's getting like Amazon gifts every day, wishlist gifts. His GoFundMe's going up, and
you got him a crib?
Yeah, I got him a crib. He's living in an apartment with his dog. Like he's training dogs in the apartment. So I need to get him a bigger space now. So that's why I was like a few weeks ago, I'm like, man, I need to turn his shit up again because he needs a bigger space. Because it's like he's getting so many. Like you walk into his apartment, he's got gifts up to the ceiling. It's crazy. It's like mayhem.
No way.
It's like a hoarding house now because of so much Amazon gifts. They don't stop. And people on comments are like, add more stuff to his wish list. And so I'm just like, man, it's crazy. It's like the energy.
Straight viral.
Just straight algorithm. It's not viral because viral is a term that's used very loosely.
Yeah, okay.
Like virality is not what it used to. When you say viral, you think it's like viral like Coldplay, the guy at the Coldplay concert. That's viral, right?
Right.
But there's sub-pockets of virality. Like you can go viral within your own little pocket.
In your own little niche.
In your own little world.
In your own world. And this is a variation of it.
Yeah, it's like this shit can go crazy in its own world.
What would you call that?
It's just algorithmic sub pockets.
Okay.
It's just worlds that things live in.
Yeah.
Same thing with music. It's like, the algorithm that Hit Boy and Alchemist feed to isn't the same one Sabrina does.
Right.
They're different. But there's certain overlaps.
Yeah.
Things can spill over. Like the Norris algorithm for the homeless, that whole world. Sometimes the content goes so crazy it spills out to everybody. People will be like, oh, I keep seeing this stuff in my feeds. Because it just happens to, there's all the trigger points on algorithmic trigger.
And you're basically taking that one piece of content and then you're putting it to other platforms.
Yeah, now I'm doing it. Now it's because I'm a TikTok guy, I didn't really mess with IG and all that. And I was like, man, let me just take the stuff and put it on IG. Let me just spread it around. So I build the YouTube, and the YouTube is just shorts. I'm just trucking shorts.
Yeah.
I'm just like, let me just build it off of shorts just for now.
Yeah.
Just because that's what YouTube loves.
Right.
It's like, give it what it wants. So if you're a new artist, give it what it wants. Just go crazy on shorts.
How many subscribers you got on YouTube?
Now it's 700. Well, this morning it was 698, but now it's like 720, 30.
And you created that what, like
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, but it's just like, look, 700 subscribers. If you're an artist,
that's great.
You could add 700 subscribers. Like, there you go. That's your proof of concept.
Right.
It's like if a homeless guy can do it, you could do it. If you got music and you got an understanding of how your story is, it's story, right?
Right.
What's up, everybody? It's Maurizio Ruiz, founder of The Manager's Playbook. If you've seen the podcast, you know I talk a lot about how the music business really works. Not the theory, but what it actually takes to build a career that lasts. Listen, I spent over 17 years working behind the scenes with artists, managers, and teams, helping them make smarter deals, build systems, and grow careers that actually scale. And there's one thing that I've learned. Most people aren't lacking talent. They're lacking a playbook and someone to help them execute it. That's why, for the first time ever, I'm opening up the Manager's Playbook Mentorship Program, a hands-on program where my team and I personally help you get clear on your strategy, build real momentum, and make better business moves in the next few months. Now, if you're serious about taking your career or your artist to the next level, this is your chance to work directly with us. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Click the link below, learn more, and book your call today. Let's build your playbook together. Now back to the pod.
I do it with the homeless dogs too. I got another page. I make homeless dogs.
I saw that.
No, not homeless dogs, shelter dogs.
I saw that.
Yeah, I make the shelter dogs go viral. Like basically like they, dogs are about to get euthanized. So I basically go there. The volunteers will send me pictures, or I'll go there and I'll film them, and then the dogs will go viral, and then they'll be adopted that day. Like they'll get out.
How many pages do you have of doing this?
I just have I made Norris's page. His shit started going crazy. And then I was like, man, I need to get him out of this apartment. I need to put him into a bigger space, like a sanctuary eventually. Yeah. Because he's a dog guy, he's a dog trainer, and like he has that type of skill set. And I was like, man, let me make a dog page so I can make the dogs go viral. So when I get him in the new place, I have two energies. Okay. I have the homeless one and the dog shit. So I can start putting shelter dogs with them, and I can get them adopted, so I can start to build a system.
But when you say you put them in a bigger place, how are you converting? Like, where's the money coming from?
From GoFundMe.
Okay.
So the money's printing from just the algorithm.
And are you putting this in the captions or in the bio? Or
I just say, don't GoFundMe link in bio. Like, here's the situation, GoFundMe. But I'm using the content's driving the story.
Got you.
The content's what's pushing it.
But sorry, is it in the caption though?
Yeah. I'll write it like in the copy caption.
How much are you paying attention to the copy? Does the copy matter a lot in TikTok, right? In this day and age?
Yeah, I mean, copies. You want to grab people.
Yeah.
You want to catch people. Like, you want to, like, when it comes to content, there's so many. Every piece of content is mechanisms. Once again, like, everything's a mechanism. It's length, color, tonality, caption, subcaption, hashtag, like everything. Everything's a piece. So if you take into account all these pieces, like, you increase your probability of success.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's all it is. Like, if you look at content like it's like all these, because every time something goes in the algorithm, it's triggering.
Yes.
If it's a sunset, you're triggering all the people like sunsets. And this happens to be a good song. Now they like that too. So you're getting more growth. Yeah. There's like levels that it unlocks. Everything's a level.
Interest-based when it comes to
anything.
Yeah.
And like it reads, the algorithm is so complex, like it knows everything about what you like based off of what you previously liked. And it just knows that. So it's always trying to catch you on what it thinks you like.
Yeah. So, okay, like from what you know, can you kind of systematically break down kind of how to be able to, I know it's a lot. I'm not saying, it's fucking complicated as fuck. But like,
break down the...
Well, you just said that there's a few like hashtags. These are things that you should be thinking about. And the reason, and like all these different mechanisms, right?
Yeah. So, and I'm speaking about just TikTok. Every engine has its own algorithm, right?
Right.
Like Instagram has its own, Twitter has its own, TikTok has its own, Spotify has an algorithm, Spotify radio is algorithmic. Like, everything's driven by an algorithm, but everything has different energies, right?
So what is the algorithm for TikTok then? What does that look like?
It's like if every algorithm is like, think of every algorithm like a big cat, right? They're all jungle animals, or they're all big cat animals. You know, like one's a tiger, one's a lion, one's a jaguar. They're all cats, but they're all different.
Okay.
They all move different, and they have different needs and they eat differently. Like, so their natures are different. So if you think about it like that, like everything has, you just have to understand why this one moves like this and this one moves like this. Like, so if you understand the YouTube algorithm, you know how it is. It's like you watch one YouTube video, it just changes all of a sudden like this. Like, it's so robust and like how it moves. Like it's like, oh, you watch this video, now the next
I'm gonna feed you all that.
Yeah, feed you all that. It just stuffs it down your throat. But
TikTok will do that as well, no?
TikTok is more fluid with it. Like it kind of like
sends you a little bit more.
It's like it does it without you even knowing it, right? It's like, oh, it's showing you other stuff that's that it thinks you like. You're like it might not be on that, but it's like, so the TikTok algorithm just feeds in. That's why the TikTok algorithm is the best. Bro, they're fighting over the algorithm,
So what makes it fluid like that? How is those touch points happen?
It's engineered.
Do you know the sauce of this shit?
I mean, China's got that thing unlocked. That's how they engineered it. That's why even with TikTok being pulled in the US, they're fighting over the algorithm.
Right.
It's like, oh, you could buy it, but they're not going to give you the...
They're not going to give you the algorithm.
Yeah, it's like...
They're not going to give you the sauce.
That's the sauce, right? It's like, you got to have the sauce. So the algorithm is very like, and it's like, nobody knows. There's so many stories about it's like this, it's like that, it's like this.
I heard you saying that like something changed in the algorithm, so nobody knows what's going on right now with TikTok. You were just saying out there at the door, you're like, something happened.
No, I was saying like music, it changed for music.
Okay, how come?
Because music was kind of limitless before.
Yeah.
If you look at it, and before the UMG pool with TikTok, it was kind of like everything was flying, like nuclear.
Yeah.
And after the pool, everything kind of changed for everybody, algorithmically, when it comes to music.
This is when the UMG took down the music from
UMG took down the music from TikTok, and then it kind of created what it did was what people don't really realize, like it damaged the historical data.
Okay.
Like every artist that had historical data
on TikTok,
it was gone. Yeah, it was gone in one move, because when UMG pulled the music, all that historical, all that growth, all that data, all that robustness, all that energy was gone, and it had to restart itself. Jeez. It happens all the time, like they just like...
Oh, it does?
Yeah, like it's like when they rip something down and it has to restart itself again,
Got you.
It's like, it's just like you lose the historical. Like you want to run ads on something, it's good to have previous data to run ad sets,
Right, that makes sense.
Like in YouTube, the same thing. Like when you want to do targeted ads, it's like, it's good to have like, oh, this video did this, you can know where to go.
Yeah, because a lot of people do feel like their TikTok algorithm is completely dead. Like they can't get the same type of motion or traction that they used to before. But I know you would look at it and be like, I can.
No, it's true. Like it's not dead. It's just not as robust as it used to be. And the algorithm keeps changing anyways.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to music, though.
Do you notice when it changes?
I mean, you could feel it as a creator. You could feel it.
Okay.
Like because I do things at a creator level. Like I can feel it because I know like for myself. But I have like a sense of it. It's like because I'm there at the front lines.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're there at the front lines, you could feel it. Like that's why like even me when I'm dealing with other agencies that do stuff in digital, I like messing with creators. Okay. Creators know what's up. You know, like there's people that do stuff on IG or Twitter or TikTok, like the ones that actually know the pulse of it. They do better than that. You hire this company and they just go and get a bunch of stuff and like, oh, this person, it's like cool. But like when you mess with a company that actually is a creator, it's different. You know, that's why like my shit is different. Because I'm a creator. You know, like if an artist wants me to help with something, I know what I'm talking about because I'm living it.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I know how to make things go from here to here to here. I just do it in my own type of space, you know? And then also the stuff with Norris and the dogs and stuff is good because like I work closely with GoFundMe and like we do a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of things that can be done for good, you know? It's like, you know, just in general, but it's like you just have to know what to do with the system, you know, and use it to your advantage. So if you're an artist, you can get, that's why I said like the best artists are creators. Because that's the engine. That's the whole thing. Music is one thing. When you drop a record, it's an anchor moment. It's just an anchor.
Yes.
It's always just an anchor. You drop an anchor here, but everything that happens around it is what matters. Yeah, it's the energy that you build off of that. You know, like you're just having that there so fans can discover that. It's like you're making micro content, you're making short form content for fans to discover you, for visibility.
Yeah.
And then you want them to go and become a fan of you because of the music you make.
Yeah.
Like, it's, okay, now I'm loving the content. I'm loving this part. Now I'm in.
Yep.
Now let me go see what else is here. Oh, the YouTube videos are fire. Oh, let me go to Spotify, add it to my playlist. You know, like, it's like that type of energy. It's like you have to unlock levels.
I'm not gonna lie, man. When we sat down and this is actually before we sat down, like, we started talking about this stuff. You made me really start thinking about this podcast a lot differently of how to market.
For real?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, and I think about it a lot differently now because I think I have to not change things up, but like I got to get more robust with it when it comes to the podcast. Because for me personally, it feels like maybe a little bit like not flatline, but like I feel like there's new things that we could try, right? So as an example, like I went and I shot with, do you know who Machel Montano is?
Who?
So Machel Montano is like the Michael Jackson of the Caribbean. He's the biggest soca artist. He's been doing this thing since he was 7 years old. He's been making noise, right? And so I went and I shot in Trinidad and Tobago. I was there like 10 days ago.
Sick.
But I was also like capturing my journey. I went and I talked to his mom. His mom was his manager for like 30 years, and she's got like he's an institution out there. Like he's the real deal. Like police escort type vibe with Machel. And my buddy Chick Cathari, he's from Toronto. He manages him. He's been managing him now, I think maybe 15 years. Yeah. But I was just grabbing a bunch of content. I was shooting with Lady. I grabbed audio with Lady Montano. That's his mom's name. And I was reading the book and then I captured like some footage of Lady watching him as a child at 7 years old put out this song called The Letter that ends up changing like the school institutions. So I'm capturing all this content and I show Machel while we're doing the podcast. So like, I'm like, all these are just other things around the episode because I treat every single episode like a song. Like that's my anchor point. But now I can't just be doing the same thing over and over. Yeah.
That's good.
And my marketing people, like the girl my team that I work with, she's dope. Like she's just ready and willing, and she's always coming up with new ideas. Like you see, like these playbooks that are popping up.
I love that. Yeah,
that's her. To be honest with you, and like you know, based off of the conversations, but there's so much more that I feel like we could do, like just on other platforms. But it's I guess like the manpower to do all that stuff is what becomes challenging.
Yeah, I mean, you have to find things that you could do effortlessly.
Right.
That's the key. You know, it's like because you have to upkeep it.
Yes.
You know, it's like, and then it's like, you know, but once again, what you just described was more mechanisms for discovery.
Yeah.
The more levers. That's what you're doing. You're like, how do I make more?
Yes.
You know, so that more people can discover through whatever
visibility.
Yeah, whatever. Like, it's like you might never see a clip from the podcast, but one of those alt content pieces might resonate in somebody's feed. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they'll be like, oh, what's this? And then it leads them into a world. You know, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know? So but you have to do things that are effortless for you. You know.
Right.
And you know, when you go out there and you're shooting what you're shooting, you're just doing it and you're popping it off, you know? You're not even thinking about it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Oh, that goes over here, that goes here.
But I mean, a lot of that comes from me because, and even another friend of mine, Adam Birchill, he's in Toronto. He works at MLSC with like the Maple Leafs Raptors organization. Yeah, good dude. Mad sharp. And we've had multiple conversations about how all of this works in this day and age when it comes to marketing and really like, I would call it new media from now, not new media from back 10, 20 years ago. What I mean, like how this really operates, right? Because those traditional mechanisms, it's just not, it ain't it.
Yeah.
And I personally think in Canada we're behind on a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? But when we talk about it, he talks about it in a very interesting way. And Toronto Blue Jays are a good example of it. It's just like the game is like not even the main part. It's all the activations around the game. When you go to a stadium, when you go to the arena, right? Like there's every single gate has something going on where it's something for the kids. It could be something for the adults. It could be something for, for the girls. Like there's so much happening around it.
You got to think in that lens,
Yeah, but the game is the anchor.
Yeah, the game's the anchor. And then the world you build around it, the story you tell around it.
Yeah.
That's how it is, But people don't realize that, they think that's everything.
The song.
They think the song is everything. Oh, my song's dropping on this. Like, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's there, great, it's out. Okay, cool.
Now what?
Like, I'll find it when I find it.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, it'll come to me when it comes to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to listen to your new song. Like, that's why artists be like, my song just dropped. It's like, no, who cares? Don't write my song just dropped. Write something engaging.
Yes.
That grabs people's attention, and then they happen to notice that there's a great record behind it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Do you actually, because I was asking Austin this, do you even recommend people posting like new song just came out?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you should post everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, absolutely. I recommend you post all the time.
Yeah.
New song just came out, new song I just wrote, new song what I just did in the studio. What do you think? Like, the song dropped 5 months ago. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like the song came out a year ago.
Yeah. Here's a question I have for you, because I think it was you who told me this.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts of, I think it was you telling me, because you say you got to warm with the algorithm, right?
You got to warm it up. Yeah.
You got to warm it up. And so I do these consultations, right? And I have these conversations with artists who are trying to figure it out. And I'll be like, okay, well, like when it comes to TikTok, even before you start posting, you got to go and engage with artists' pages that you feel like are alike to yours, like the comments, go and make a comment.
Train it.
Right. So then does that also create a touch point between some of those, like those users that are in the comments with your page as well? So is there a higher probability that when you post something, it'll show up on their For You page?
On TikTok?
On TikTok, yeah.
Like if you're connected to something, you increase probability, right? Like if a friend posts something, it might show up into your For You page.
Yeah.
More often than not. Like anything in your world kind of shows up, But
like, what if you're going and engaging in like a different artist's page and you're going in the comments and you're liking a comment from?
Yeah, it'll start feeding their stuff in your, for sure.
Yeah.
If you engage in something else, like anything, right? The minute you engage, because TikTok's all about conversation now. Like that's what it cares about.
Okay.
Like if you look at TikTok, like every time you post something, like it reads the comments. Like the algorithm reads the comments, and if it sees common phrases, it rips them out and it puts it up in the top. Like there's a little search bar at the top. And
That's right.
And it'll tell the words there.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's all search.
How does that work? I see that all the time. Yeah. That's what it is?
It just kind of, it's like its own like AI, I don't know what it is, right? It's their own tech where it just kind of like, if it thinks that this is what this is about, and it's sometimes when content, like if you're an artist and you're making content, you don't see the word up there, it's like, it's not catching on to anything. There's no conversation. So you want to have something that like, even when you make content, you have to think in that lens, like, will people talk about this? Put something weird in the background, they're going to keep making repeated. Yeah. And then it makes the algorithm go, oh shit, there's a conversation here.
So what else can you tell me about TikTok that I think that some people should know about? Not some people, about what can I know to like how to figure out how to make this?
TikTok is just consistency. It's spammy. Like people don't realize that spam, because you're so hardwired to IG, you think IG is like a portfolio. Right. You think of that in TikTok.
Right.
Like your brain naturally thinks that TikTok is the same thing. You have to curate your shit. No, it's just like,
just go nuts.
Post a million posts. Nobody sees it ever, because it's all about the For You page.
Right. Exactly.
That's all people see. They never go to your page.
Nobody's ever going to your page.
If they see something that's dope, like they might click on your page and go look at other stuff, but it's rare. Like, generally it's a For You page driven platform, so it's not about the portfolio, it's like just be crazy with it, spammy with it. And then when if you post 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, one of them goes crazy, it makes all the other 10, 20 go up.
Right.
It raises your floor.
Why is that?
It's just the way the algorithm is. It's just like content all rises together.
So if something goes crazy, the next time I open up the app, the
floor goes up. Because it's like, because now the algorithm goes, oh, people like this content, start
serving
testing
more from there.
Start serving, and it's not like robust like that one, but it's still like you'll go, oh shit, now I'm not getting 500 views a video, now I'm getting 2,000 a video.
Yeah.
Now the floor is high, and then you get another viral video, now it's 5,000 a video.
Yeah.
Another viral one, now it's 20,000 a video.
Yeah.
Average views.
Yeah. But then, like, how do you avoid those dips?
The dips, dips are natural. It's like stock market. Something goes up crazy, you got to keep posting. And if it doesn't go, if the other posts don't go up, it's okay. It goes down.
Yeah.
And then it's slowly, and then one more goes up again. And then that one's higher.
Yeah.
you know, and then another one goes up, it might be lower. Like it's just up and downs.
Do you also recommend that if an artist page starts to kind of dip and it just kind of just flatlines, just create a new page?
I think you should always make new pages because TikTok don't care whether you have 1 million followers or 1.
So I was thinking.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, and that's why fan pages work really well. Like a lot of artists are making fan pages, like they're having pockets where, you know, fan pages, it's like alt pages, you know? Those are just like, they're just more, you know, it's just more algorithmic energy.
You created one, right? With the hit?
Yeah, we have a
Discord? We have
a couple. Yeah, we have a couple of things. We have like all kinds of different things happening. Like on digital, we have all kinds of
things. Can you talk about some of those things?
Yeah, we just have like different. We have like Clipping Network. We have like you know, a bunch of stuff. But then we're building a lot of those now because, you know, we just launched this Twitch, like all those things. We launched a Twitch at the party. Like all the things, all the things on Hit Boy digitally are all very new. It's like you're just kind of like you're building the systems, you know. And not all of them work for you. You got to kind of build them over time and see what works, what doesn't work.
How do you have the manpower to do all this shit, man?
Well, we have great partners. So I'll bring in like different agencies. Like I have great, you know, there's so many people that I work with that I bring in, you know. Like there's like great marketers everywhere. Yeah. You know, the platform called Indify, they're all a bunch of them, they're all ranked by marketing and stuff on there, you know.
Shout out to
I'll go in there, I'll pull some stuff out of there, I'll come over here. Like my homie's doing this over here. I got, come over here. My boy kills it over here on the memes, like go crazy, you know. You got Hoodville going crazy over here. You got this going crazy here. You got Sturdy Guys here. You got this here. Yeah. Like it's all kind of like a world you build. You
know? How many different agencies are you working with?
Man, like we'll use like 10 at any given moment.
Wow.
You know, like everybody has specialized needs. I have my own company too. Like Compound, you know, the company I got that I started when I left Universal. That company does TikTok for a lot of people. Yeah. And I'll use that.
Creators? Like
UGC.
UGC?
Yeah, UGC creators. Yeah.
Got you.
So it basically, it's like, it's all about visibility from a UGC perspective.
How many creators are you working with through your own agency?
Man, we got like hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of what?
In our network. Of creators.
Hundreds of thousands?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy, yeah. It's a lot. And they're not all valid because, you know, creators get hot and they get not one week after another. Right. So you're constantly like searching for more. Wow. You know, you're constantly finding stuff that the algorithm just never stops, you know?
Yo, bro, when do you sleep?
Yeah, I got you know, that's its own company. You know, I have partners and I have like a whole team and a whole system. It's like, and that's a company that's like, it's been built over years. Yeah. You know, it's like literally like from Universal, like outside Universal, basically when Universal dissolved our team, we just took, you know, like, you know, some of the good people on our team and, you know, we made a new system and we just continued the work. More or less, you know. This episode of the podcast, this particular episode is working like Memento. You ever see that movie? Yeah, Memento. Yeah. We're going back. We're going from the end to the beginning. Yeah, it's like it's all different pieces. Yeah, no, but it's a real conversation though, man. Yeah. Okay. You said that you were at UMG. Yeah. Talk to me about that time during UMG. How did that come about? Yeah, it was great. Mike Bourgain, Spotify. Yeah, shout out Mike Bourgain. Yeah, Mike Bourgain's the man. Yeah. We've been meaning to go grab lunch. Man, he's a G. He's a G. Yeah, I fuck with Mike Bourgain for life. Yeah. Yeah. He you know, he gave a lot of artists careers at Spotify. That's a fact. Like for sure, factually. And then all the artists that he gave careers, you better say thank you to him. Yeah, really exactly. Did. If you know who Mike Bourgain is, I mean, like he's very much low key in the cut. Yeah. Like Mike Bourgain. But for those who don't know, like the main reasons that New Music Friday exists is because of Mike. Yeah, he made it. You know, like Taste Top Hits. Fought to make that with the record labels. Yeah. He was there from, I think it was New Music Tuesday back in the day. They were like the Avengers back in the day. It was like all the Spotify playlisters. It was like Bourgain, like Austin Kramer, like Tuma. It was like the Avengers. They were like, and they were like John Stein. John Stein. He's still there. He's still there. Great. Yeah, they're all great people. You know, like they all had their own. But that time in history was like. Yep. You know, Doug Ford really built that thing. Doug Ford, like he was the man, you know, like great people, you know. Yeah. So like these are all great people. Like, but Bourgain, he left and then he went to Universal at the center. Yeah. And he built a team called the Music Strategy and Tactics team. And they just brought me in there and I just, you know, was basically working A&R with them. Yeah. And then that was when TikTok was just, you know, we were like, what's the mashups, slowed, sped, like we were just gaming all those things, you know? Yeah. So you talked about, earlier we were talking about sped up songs. Yeah. There was a time where it was just going nuclear. You got to talk about this shit. Yeah, it was going crazy. We got to talk about this. It was an we got to talk about this. So it was slowed first. First it was mashups. Okay. Then slowed. Slowed had a little era, you know, where everything was being driven by slowed. And then Sped-Up came. And Sped-Up was a movie. It was like, you know, we all witnessed that, you know, like just like what? It's like, you know, the Willow Wait a Minutes and the, you know, all those records that were just going crazy, you know? Cool for the Summer, Demi, Sped-Up, like that reignited the record. You know, I think Island went back to radio with it 2 years ago.
With Trinidad Cardano.
Trinidad Cardano, De Niro. Yeah, De Niro went crazy. That was slowed.
That was slowed,
yeah.
That was early.
He was an artist that was signed to Island.
Yep.
I think when he was 16.
Yeah.
To Dave Massey, and then he put out some records.
I believe Jeremiah Thomas signed him.
Yeah, exactly. Jeremiah signed him, and then for whatever reason, ended up getting dropped, and so he was basically like 21, I think. And then, you know, that record, we just had it slowed down and went nuclear. And
you guys slowed it down.
Yeah, we slowed it down. We tested it. We did a mashup with Jeremiah, Birthday Sex.
Okay.
And tested that, and that performed pretty well. And then we had a slowed down version. This kid on TikTok, XX Tristan XO, he was like the killer. He still is. He makes everything. He's a sped and slowed king, but he's a DJ, you know, but he came off, he was the one. He was like, you know, he was like seeding records, and they would just like, we'd seed him on his page and they just go nuclear, you know?
And he's still doing this thing? So that shit,
sure.
that shit still works?
Records. He's making original records now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Sped and Slowed, there's still moments like he had Lady Killers 2, G-Eazy, that went crazy last year.
That's right.
I think that was at like 1.5 million streams a day or something off the Slowed, you know? So there's still moments where that'll happen, you know?
But like, I want to get clarity on this here because you guys brought this to the game on a major label side.
We commercialized it because what we did was and
we say we as you and Begain and
our team basically developed the framework and the tactics to
because when you talk about Avengers, I always think about the center and the Avengers.
The center
was you. Celine.
Center was Celine, yeah.
Rocco
had a thing. So it was like these creative arms.
Yeah.
And Celine had her own specialties. You know, she's like NFTs, YouTube, things like that. Like she was like, I don't even know the depths of what she did, but she was into a lot of things.
I spent a time, I remember when Center got introduced to us, and I remember spending an hour with her in the studio. Yeah. She's the one that put me on her. Because I'm like, yo, how does the YouTube thing work? Where's the button? What do you do? Because I thought she just had the plug.
Yeah, no.
And then when she's like, no, it's all about thumbnails. This is like in 2017.
Like, yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I love Celine, but so
I could be the thumbnails.
Yeah, I could say this now. I was just like, thumbnails. I'm like, yo, you're paying her to tell me about thumbnails?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. And then she really started showing me.
Yeah.
She's like, no, the thumbnails got to connect with the titles. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then when I remember, I'll never forget, but we had she was just like, her and her team were looking at, because we were rolling out this this Jesse and Black record imported, which did really good. And we were doing BTS content. And then it was a thumbnail of Jesse with a surprised face and Black laughing because the title says, Jesse says, Black just called me a thought. And that shit went crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, Celine, this shit works.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so like, let me know some more. And then she was just very intentional about that whole world. And obviously she knows so much more, but we were like newbies when it came to that world. But anyways, that
was great. I mean, look, Universal was great to assemble, let people do that type of stuff.
Yeah, labels hated you guys.
I know, the center. Well, the problem is,
not fuck with
the problem is Universal is a lot of different pockets of cultures, independent cultures, all in one.
Yeah.
And so it's like not really designed to all work together as one ecosystem. Everybody has their own independent systems and natures and objectives, and it's competitive by nature. That's what makes it a great company, you know, because the spirit of competition is like always there, you know? So the center by design is like hard for it to serve everything in a harmonious way, but it was still like, we were in our own kind of world, you know? And it was also the pandemic, so it was like easy to be in your own world because everything was on Zoom. Yeah. So you weren't really like, it was kind of like, what are we doing? And like, you know, it's like, and then we kind of fell into this sped slowed type of world. And we started to build systems for how to like, you know, make sped and slowed go crazy.
How did you identify that this shit was going nuts?
Man, you look at the data. The data was like, because a lot of these things were older records. You know, like a 10-year-old record, like there's no, and you know, back then, like a song from 10 years ago, like, because labels are so focused on frontline.
At that time,
so there's nothing to like really like, okay, this is like kind of sitting in a weird space, you know?
Yeah.
So we had to build our own systems to serve it. So we had our own production line. We did the artworks, we did it all. So we basically would be like, okay, this is going crazy on TikTok. Paper it up, get the clearance from the label, and work with the RO together. We'll handle the, like the repertoire.
Repertoire, yeah.
It's like Def Jam or Republic or whoever, you know, and then, hey, you guys want to do the art? You don't have the bandwidth for it? Okay, we'll do it. We'll get it done. We'll ingest it, run it through, and then we work with the DSPs, pitching it, like all that stuff. Because back then it was like Float and Reverb was a playlist, you know, and like
that's right.
Apple Music made viral hits. There's nowhere to put like a 10-year-old song that was coming up new.
Right.
Because it was like new stuff, and then, you know, now it's all like...
Oh, so you guys had to go to the DSPs and tell them, hey, create these new...
Well, it's just by nature. It's like, hey, these things are popping now. You know, it's like a Phanogram record from 10 years ago comes up again. It's like Blackout Days, you know, like Blackout Days, like, and it's going crazy. It's on TikTok. Charli D'Amelio, Will Smith, everybody's using it in their videos. Like, it's culturally relevant, you know, like,
right.
And so the sped up version or the slowed version is a new release, but it's still a 10-year-old song. So it's like, where does it live? It's not New Music Friday.
Yeah.
You know, at that time,
right.
You know, it's like,
it
it's not applicable to New Music Friday, you know? So it's like, where does it kind of live? And then that's why I think Big on the Internet is such a great playlist that it really blew up, you know, in the playlisting world, because it reflected the culture.
What was going on algorithmically, yeah. And I was go ahead.
Yeah, now algorithmic playlists are, that's
everything.
That's everything, you know, like, because the algorithm has all the energy, and that's like Spotify radio and, you know, release radars and things like that.
How do you bring the energy to get on those platforms? Because, I mean, in my opinion, editorial, it doesn't nearly have the amount of power that it used to have back in the day, right? And I don't even know if editorial really matters anymore outside of like vanity, because it's so lean back, right?
Yeah. Well, editorial now is like reflecting what algorithmically is pushing.
Exactly.
You know, so it's
kind of like radio.
Yeah,
like radio, like radio, FM radio.
Yeah, like it's just like, hey, if this is popping over here, you got to reflect it.
So how do you get to be popping over there?
Well, you got to get the algorithm cranking. You know, like
how do you get the algorithm?
You got to have content. You know, short form content. It's like, these are all your bullets.
There's
no
shortcuts, bro.
Yeah, it's like the content drives discovery. The discovery drives consumption. Consumption, it's all like levels to it.
Yeah.
You know? Everything is like broken down to, like, every time you try to figure out how to do something, you got to say, okay, what's the shorter version of it? That's what's going to get me there. You know, if you have a movie, you better cut down to 2-minute versions. And those 2 minutes, you better clip into 15 seconds, because those 15 seconds are the bullets.
Fuck.
You know, that movie's not going to get the traction.
Crazy.
Nobody's going to sit there and watch 30 minutes. We got the movie coming up. It's like 38 minutes short film. It's like, to get people to sit there and watch them for 38 minutes is like a huge ask.
That is a huge ask.
In today's day and age, attention spans are shorter, you know, like.
Yeah, because you're not only competing with other artists, you're competing
everything. Attention.
With the homeless guy who's got the dog,
everything.
Right?
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Charlie Kirk, this, that, anything that could happen at any given moment.
Right.
You know? You don't know, like something could happen. It's like takes over the attention, you know, waves, you know? So it's like, you have to kind of like, you know, you have to just be mindful of that, you know? And like the things that get you to cut through it are the bite size.
Right. So just back on that Spotify, you guys were able to identify that. You guys were able to create a system that was able to like really make that happen. But
yeah, we created an algorithmic framework, like where we connected the algorithm on TikTok to the algorithm on Spotify.
Right.
With the metadata.
Yeah. Because
that's what the alt versions did. The sped up, what happens is if like a record goes crazy, right? And on TikTok, because it's sped up, they speed up on TikTok, it goes crazy on TikTok. What's happening is there's organic traffic to the original on Spotify.
Yes.
So people are searching for it. They're like, oh, they're making, when people on TikTok make videos to your song, it's like they become a part of it. It becomes a part of their life. Because TikTok's an editing platform, right? Like by nature. Like Instagram's a photo platform. That's what it is by design. Like it started off as a photo platform, you know? Like upload your photos. But TikTok is an editing platform. Like it's made for you to edit. So it wants you to take that music and edit it to your life. Like make your own edit of this. And so people get attached to records. Like, so when you speed things up and people are making their own edits to it, then they're like, let me go add the song to my YouTube playlist, my Spotify, my Apple playlist. But they go search for the song, it's the main one. So the main starts to go up on Spotify because people are organically searching. And then the algorithm sees that there's people searching for it from the outside. They're like, somebody's coming from somewhere. So the algorithm goes, man, there's something happening in the world. People are discovering the song from somewhere because they keep searching. So then it keeps pushing the main into Spotify radio. Spotify radio keeps saying, people like this. And then it keeps going. It becomes a cycle. So what you do with the sped-up version, now you take the sped-up version and you ingest it into Spotify. So now you've connected the sped-up with the asset that's going crazy on TikTok to the asset that's going crazy on Spotify. So Spotify goes, oh shit, that's sped-up version is the sped-up of his main that's going crazy. So now it says push the sped-up in the algorithm because it already is, people like the main, push the sped-up now. And they like the sped-up, now push the main. So you create like a feedback loop.
Wow.
So you're creating a feedback loop on TikTok that connects, so as TikTok grows, it triggers Spotify sped-up, triggers the main, and it just keeps going in a loop. So when Universal took the music off, they broke that loop.
So what is that loop? Can you identify what that loop is potentially looking like today?
Well, it doesn't exist like that because sped up and slow doesn't have the impact like it did. That's what I'm talking about, the era of sped and slow.
Yeah,
sped and slow. When sped and slow was driving discovery and growth, like you could create that loop and you could just go, that's why records were breaking left and right.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the way the TikTok algorithm was designed. It was like, it was like robustness, like creates, you know? One sound will go nuclear and creates what happened.
Right.
Creates what happened, then consumption would happen.
Right.
Now it's views. Now you're just going for views. That's why AI and flooding and all that stuff he's talking about, it's like all views.
Right.
Because you got to trigger the, you know, what he's saying about, you know, the flooding and AI, like, yeah, you're creating, you're just triggering the algorithm.
Right.
The algorithm doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It just sees that there's videos happening. And then you get a popular tag or you go into trending, and then hopefully people see it in popular and trending and they use it to make their own videos. So you create like an uptick.
Yeah.
But back then it was like one video, one post, you go to bed, you wake up and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is crazy, out of control. So that's the way the algorithm engine was.
Right.
So it was like a free-for-all. Like stuff was going crazy left and right, you know?
That's
like
amazing.
it still goes crazy, but now like when something goes crazy, like it's coming from so many different places.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't know, like you can't, whether it's Discord or this or that, like there's energies coming from everywhere.
Are you able to identify where this stuff is coming from if you actually really take a good look at it?
Yeah, you can.
I feel like
sure. Yeah, you could. There's something's coming from somewhere.
Right.
You know, like.
And then you got to feed it to all these other platforms to see if it can just connect the dots. Or you just, I mean, at that point, what's your next move when something is like actually fucking moving the needle?
Well, when something starts to go crazy, then, I mean, when something goes crazy, everybody wins. You know, it's a good thing. Like then you could start to do ad strategies around it. You could, you know, you could lean in on it, make more content, like do this, like whatever it is, remix it, like whatever, like you just keep building off that energy.
Right.
You know, drop another record, drop another one. Like the best thing about getting a wave is you just keep feeding into that wave. You know, if you get something to go up, like drop another one. Great.
What's your thoughts on like, I feel like I know what the answer is. But like, you know, people be talking about putting out songs, at least like one song every 2 weeks. Like, does that matter?
Yeah, whatever. It's all discovery.
What if you're not dropping like once a month? Like, what if you're just dropping a song like every 2 months? Does that matter?
You're just once again, it's all about increasing your probability of success.
Okay.
That's all it is. Like it matters in the capacity of, it's like a lottery. Right? Yes. How many tickets do you want to buy?
Yeah, that's a great
win the lottery.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like it's like the lottery's there.
Yeah.
But if you buy more tickets, you increase your chance of winning. It doesn't mean you're going to win it.
Right.
But if you buy one ticket every 3 months, I mean, that's fine. You still can win it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're not going to win it. But you know, if you bought a ticket every day, your probability of success is much higher. It's just the law of 100%. Nature.
Yeah, I was talking about my boy D-Lo, and he told me that lottery ticket analogy years ago. And that's the strategy that I took with Jesse from day one, basically. It was just like, yo, every post is a lottery ticket. You never know what's going to go. Every now and again, you feel like you got something.
Yeah.
You know, because I think there is part of that where it's just like humanistic nature, because to me, the algorithm is people, right, at the end of the day. But it's just like, how are people actually identifying certain things based off of certain platforms?
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, as human beings, you know when you hear a great song. You know when you see a great piece of content and you're like, oh shit, I think this can go. You're not always right. You never know, because the dumbest shit can pop off sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you just never know.
Never know. It's like completely unpredictable. It's so nuanced.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole even and TikTok, like, look, you could know all the shit. You can know everything about how to do everything right, and that still doesn't guarantee.
Still doesn't guarantee
anything. Yeah, it's like the ones that really crack it are the ones that just stick with it.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
The ebbs and the flows, you know, like when you're down, and that's really difficult as a human.
Yeah.
It keeps doing it. Yeah. Like if you can push through that, and that's a testament to life, right? Like you don't give up on shit. It's the same thing. Like so, if you got it in you, you'll make it.
Yeah.
You know, like just like that's what it is. And content like that is like, you know, it's like when you just don't give up on something, like, you know, you'll find the path.
Yeah.
It'll show itself to you. Like, because you've constantly tried this and this and this. When you're not getting through what you want to do, pivot. Try this instead. Try this.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get married to anything.
Yeah, like, it's like, you never know. You know, hey, that's not working, make a new page. Who cares? You just made your own fan page. You know, start there. You know, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
A lot of artists don't realize that. They think, oh, I have 1 million followers, I'm gonna lose them all. No, they're not even.
They don't even fuck.
Yeah,
they're not even looking at your shit. Those followers on TikTok especially don't mean anything.
What it is, they found you on For You page because you had one piece of content that went crazy, and they're following you just in case you make another one that shows up in your page. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is funny. Oh, let me follow this. So it gives me more of their shit.
Yeah. I don't even follow anything on my TikTok account, to be honest. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, and shit just shows up all the time because that's the algorithm.
It just knows the way you.
Yeah.
It senses everything. If you look at something for 8 seconds instead of 7, it like, oh, he likes this type of shit more than the other. You know, it's
that's why, bro, I'd be getting pissed off if I go to the bathroom or something like that. I leave my shit rolling and it's just going. It fucks with my whole algorithm. I'm like, I didn't want to. Like, this just happened to be going on.
That's happens to me with YouTube, because I watch YouTube videos and I'll fall asleep, and then I'll fall asleep like 3 hours later, and I'll just like go. And now my whole algorithm is like,
no, hopefully, the next day it's just
it's all like
serving fucking 7 videos of dogs, bro, or cats.
I love the YouTube algorithms. I love it. Like, I don't watch no Netflix. I don't watch nothing.
I don't even
YouTube.
I don't pay for cable or nothing. I just I throw on YouTube on my smart TV.
YouTube's the best.
I talk to people all the time about this. I say that for artists, I think YouTube is a great place to break an artist, not necessarily a song, because you could do so much, right? To your point, we were talking about community. Well, now it's called post, but it's like it's robust. Where you could have posts, you can have short stories, you can have long form, you can have music videos, you got BTS, and like there's so many different options and opportunities for you to be able to develop.
Though. YouTube's hard.
That's a game of straight consistency.
Yeah.
But when you get that shit, what I love about YouTube, and I think this is a little bit more when it comes to the podcast world, but I think there's a version of this for artists as well. But it's like maybe the artist needs to create the podcast. I don't know. But for me, it's like when you get it right, there's real revenue that you can make. I don't think you can make the type of money on YouTube that you can on other platforms like TikTok.
Yeah, YouTube is money.
YouTube is real money.
It's an ad platform, you know? It's 100%. Like, that's it. It wants great content so it can run more ads.
Exactly.
You know? So you make a lot of bread, you know, but it's like, you know, TikTok, you're not making bread off the content.
No.
You're making money off of the business that comes in because your content.
Yeah, because it's top of funnel.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Like it's discovery.
Yeah. On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, its value is nothing.
Yeah.
Like if you have 10 million views, it's worth nothing.
Yeah, for monetarily. Yeah.
If you have YouTube 10 million, you got some income. Visibility campaign like won't exactly make your snowball roll down the mountain, you know, like it's not intended to. But
it's awareness though.
It's awareness. And awareness can lead to that, you know, as well, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
But awareness is like, everything's different, right? You can never do an awareness thing because it might not serve you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's artists that do nothing and they go crazy.
What do you mean?
So many. Like they do nothing. They just put the content out. The content does the work for you. Run no ads, run no nothing, no strategy, no this, no that. You just fucking fire off those bullets, you know, all day. Like,
and you said these artists are like artists that just understand.
Yeah, they just get it.
They get it.
They get it.
Like the Benson Boones.
Yeah, they have their pocket. They know their flow. They know like what it is.
Yeah.
You know, they just go hard on it, you know?
Yeah.
And like those are like and that's just like what it is. They let the machine serve them. You know, the machine is like very powerful, you know?
Yeah.
You feed the beast and the beast, you know, feeds you.
Bro, this is crazy because I feel like we've been talking about the marketing side of things and like, how did you get so tapped into this? Have you always been this way? Have you always been a psycho, bro?
No. Yeah. Once I went to Universal, that's when I realized. That's when I learned everything.
How did you? So why did Mike? Because you were at Rock before.
Yeah, I was at Rock Nation.
You were at Rock Nation.
Yeah, I was managing. Yeah.
So how did Mike connect with you? How did he?
Man, I just met him like everybody else, like through Spotify and relationships, and I had a great relationship with him. You know, like he's a good friend of mine. Like you know, like I really I fuck with him as a human. You know, so even whether he was at Spotify or at Universal, I was always very close with him. You know, and I worked like close enough with him where I was aware of like what he was doing at Universal and what he was trying to build and everything he's trying to do, you know, and let's just take the catalog that's already happening with Universal and we'll repurpose it.
Smart.
And
so
repurpose
smart.
it like it's like, yo, we just focused on that, you know? So we just did what we did, which was the easiest thing to do, which was like, okay, there's all this catalog we have access to. You know, we'll just take it, work a little bit here, work a little bit there, see what happens here, see what's happening. And everything became a case study.
Yeah.
Things would go, once we'd see things into TikTok, when things would go crazy, I'd go to the manager.
Yeah.
So I hit the manager, I'd be like, yo, this is going crazy over here. Can we put it on Spotify?
That'd be a fight. Because it was new.
Well, people don't understand. People were scared of Sped and Slow. Like artists didn't want it to mess up their Spotify page.
Yeah, back then it mattered a lot more. It was way more curated. And I think labels and managers also thought that it could potentially cannibalize the records.
That was the issue. Yeah, they didn't understand it, right? Like
it's hard to understand. Like, you know, not to knock anybody, but it was so fucking new at the time.
Yeah, I mean, cannibalization doesn't exist anymore.
Not even that. I say that all the time. There's no such thing.
Yeah, it doesn't exist because it's all about visibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Discovery. Like, so you want the algo. In fact, you want as much of it as possible in duplicate pages, you know, because it just helps the algo.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, but in 2021, it was like still a thing. And artists thought it was weird. They're like, oh, Sped's going to mess up my page. And Slope's going to mess up my page. And then eventually you couldn't ignore it. It was everywhere. You know, the Ray record went crazy. Like,
that's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of big moments culturally, you know. The Willow, wait a minute. You know, like there was a lot, you know.
So when you were okay, before you get to Universal, you're at Rock Nation. How do you get to Rock Nation? And people will assume that you were in hip hop, but no, you come from like house, like
I was doing EDM stuff.
EDM, like you don't call it EDM. EDM was what public knows. Yeah. Because you were like deep in the dance world. You know Darren Arcane, by the way?
Yeah, that's my guy.
That's my guy too, bro.
Yeah, he came to the party. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
You remind me. I gotta connect with him. He's a dog guy. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yo, me and him, Darren, I would shoot his videos in his clubs back in the day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro.
He's a G.
Yeah.
He's old school. I've known him from 20 years of that.
Yeah, bro. I know of like Chris Lake and all these guys because of Darren Arcane.
Wow. Yeah.
Because he would bring all these people to this club in Toronto.
He's an OG, yeah.
Real shit, man.
Which club did he have in Toronto, you know?
There was I think it would be Friday nights at Time nightclub.
Yeah.
I mean, he was all over, you know, he was promoting in a bunch of different clubs, but at that time when he was bringing in a bunch of these like underground DJs, it was at Time nightclub. And it was either a Friday night, it definitely wasn't Sunday night because that was a hip hop night. It's like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, that was a whole different era.
Chris Lake, and was it Tom something Woods, I forget the names.
Yeah,
all these guys like this. There was one dude who had a keyboard and he was like alien type fucking vibe. Yeah.
Different world, you know. But I was doing Dirty South and Who Made Who and really great electronic acts. And then the SoundCloud rap boom was coming. I was like, man, I need to manage these SoundCloud rappers.
Right.
It's like a crazy. And I was like, man, nobody's taking me serious because I have these EDM guys, you know, the DJs, and that's where like my friend Cindy, who worked at William Morris at the time, she introduced me to Jay Brown. And I was just like, man, just give me a Rock Nation email so I could just go do what I got to do, you know? And then once I got to Rock Nation, then it was like, you know, to start building that side of it, which was really great.
With the SoundCloud rappers?
No, I ended up just, you know, that's where I met Hit Boy, you know, I started working with Hit, you know, like originally like at Rock. And I was working with like Little Skies and a bunch of like, you know, I had Charlie Sloth, he was a BBC radio guy. Like there was a bunch of different things I was doing. And then I left in 2020, right before the pandemic. I got really sick. Like I wasn't protecting my energy, like mentally, you know, like physically. So I got sick. And then I was like, I just told Rock, I was like, yo, I gotta go. Like I need to help work on myself, you know?
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit 2 weeks later and everything just kind of shut down. I was like, oh, my timing was excellent, you know, like I just
go
like
and chill.
Yeah, I was like everything chilled. You know? And then we were in the pandemic, and then in the middle of it, that's when Begain hit me and was like, "Hey, do you want to come do this at Universal?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course. Like, you know, that'd be amazing."
Okay.
You know, because it's like why not? You know, I'll get into the system, I'll understand, I'll learn these things. And once I got in there, that was like, oh man, this TikTok thing is crazy. And then me as a manager, so that's why I would hit up other managers.
Yeah.
Like every time I see something go up, I hit the manager. Because if I was repping an artist and I knew something was going like that inside the label system, I want to know about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, it's like,
buddy.
So I'd just be like, yo, this is going crazy. I hit up Sal, I hit up this person, over that. I was like, yo, this is going crazy. I literally was annoying people like left and right. If you ask Sal, like I'd hit him up like he has on TikTok. I'd be like, yo, Sal is going crazy on TikTok. I'd just be blowing him up, you know? Weekends going crazy. Like, let us do this, let's do that. Like I'd just be like, because we were seeing what it would do. Yeah. You know, and we tell managers to be like, yo, this is going crazy. Let's put some spot. Like, no. And then I'd be like, man, whatever. I ingest it anyways. And then I knew in 3 weeks he would hit me. I'm like, yo, in 3 weeks it's good, because you knew the trajectory. Yeah, you just know where it was going to go. In 3 weeks, they call me right away. Oh, yo, how was Charlie D'Amelio? Did you pay for that Charlie D'Amelio post? No. Did you pay for this post over here? Did you pay for this one with, you know, Kylie Jenner? No. It's just organic. You know, it's like, it's just the algorithm.
Right.
You know, it's feeding it. It's like, it's the growth. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so if you put it on Spotify at that moment, timing wise, you catch that wave. And then the metadata just starts churning. And then a lot of those records are doing 1 billion streams just off of that mechanism. Just off of timing and activating at the right time.
There's something that you talked about in the last podcast a little bit, and I want you to elaborate a little bit more because you have so much visibility and insight. Yeah. And I hope within the last hour that we've been talking, people can really understand how your mind works and how many touch points you have when it comes to this.
People don't realize, like, everything you know about the music industry, you have to throw it away. Everything. Everything you thought you knew, like, it's changing. We're at an inflection point. You know, it's like things you have to reframe how you see the game. You know, everything you know about everything. It's just like the past 12 months changed. The next 12 months changed. You know, like everything we talk about now in 12 months is completely different. You know, it's just like it's not like it's like, oh, your industry connections and this and that. It doesn't mean anything. There's no gatekeepers. There's no control. There's no nothing. There's no like anything. Like nobody has power. Nobody has control. Nobody has ability. It's all based on content. It's all based on energy. It's all based on motion, you know? If you got motion, like, cool. Like a system will serve you, you know, but nobody's going to sign you based off of talent. You know, like they're not going to be like, yeah, great. Like I believe in this. No, because it's all like, that's not the model anymore. You know, the metrics, the investment put towards an artist is based off of historical data. Like, what are you doing? What is your flow through? What does your money look like? That's how much we can invest in you. Because that's a ratio. Yeah. Before it was like, oh, this is a great record. We think it could go. Put that money into it because we believe in it.
There's no such thing anymore.
No such thing anymore.
If you did take on another artist and the other artist just said like, I want to do a label deal, what kind of a deal would you do?
If the artist is an incredible creator, and I feel like that's true partnership, where it's like I could take the energy you're doing and I could use my skill set to help us get to there, for sure, of course, you know, but that's very difficult to find, you know? Like it's hard to find. Like that's why even like with Hit Boy, like we're not going after like a million artists. Like, you know, it's like there's, because just the energy it takes to break an artist is insane, you know? It's like insane, you know? It's like you have so many variables, you know? Like you have so many, like it's just like, nothing is for certain. It requires a lot of money. You know, it requires a lot of energy.
What you do on the
label side.
On the label side.
If you want to be a real label for an artist, you know, that's why labels take so much because they put up so much money. You know, it's like at the end of the day, it's a risky business.
It is. Very risky.
Very risky. Like they're getting like, you know, 70% interest rate loans on artists, you know, 50% interest or whatever it is. Like, you know, don't call me on that. That's an insane interest rate. But it's like, whatever it is, it's like very high.
With them, bro.
Yeah, it's like, it's really high, you know?
More often than not.
Yeah, because, you know, if they put $200K into an artist, it's like, God knows what's going to happen. It's like throwing money away.
Yeah.
You know, it's like more than ever now.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff you're spending money on it's not conversion. It's like, once again, it's like.
That's why they're so focused on catalog now. I barely see anything with front lines. But you know what? I got to shout out, to be honest with you, Island, man, what Imran and Justin have done over there. Like, I feel like Imran and Justin, and I wouldn't know. I'd have to ask, you know, because Byron, they're over there. Byron, they're still over there. I'd have to ask him. But like, to me, I feel like they operate very nimble. Like Lucian is probably just, feels like to me, be like, all right, you guys, you know what you're doing. Do your own fucking thing and just make it work.
Yeah, they run like a boutique.
Yeah, they're breaking so much shit right now.
Yeah, they got good artists and a good machine. They got good people in there. Like it's a good system. It's like a indie within the major kind of.
It energy, is, you know? Like a real one. Yeah.
Like a major movement. But it's good. Like that's a good system. You know.
Yeah.
It's like if you got a good man, it's like, you know, like Interscope has a great system. They're going crazy.
Yeah.
Know?
They've always.
They're always like dialed in. You know, there's good systems. Out there. You know, and it's like. Systems work for, you know, like Sabrina's got a great system around her, you know, like
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, like that Island system's great. Yeah, it's great. You know, the
Chaperone. There's the other girl. There's Lola. What's it?
Lola Young.
Lola Young.
Is she on Island too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I believe Lola Young is on Island.
Yeah, there's great labels. I mean, like I said, the system works for some artists. You know, it's great. You got a good team around you. You know.
Yeah.
Go hard. Like if it serves you, it serves you. You know?
Lola Young, 33 million monthly.
Crazy.
I didn't know that. Yeah, she's Island.
Oh, crazy. That Messy record was a monster, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, you know, an artist like her, like, you know, will she get another one? Yes or no? You don't know. You know, it's just like a matter of time. Like, you know, that's an unpredictable game, you know? But yeah, with 33 million, look, she has energy there, you know? So once you build the ecosystem, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like, once you have a foundation to it, you know, you can really jump stuff off. Once you put a great record into a system, it's like Sabrina, man. Sabrina you know, she put out 6-7 albums in her whole career. You know, she's been doing it for 10, 15 years.
Real shit.
Yeah, and then the minute she had the right records at the right time, at the right moment, the right everything, it was just like
all connected out of here.
Yeah, because you already had the underbelly.
Yeah.
You already had the energy.
Yeah.
And you put the good record into that system, it goes crazy. So there's a lot of artists like of that. There's I think a lot more like, you know, mid-tier kind of artists that have built a fan base over the years but haven't really gone crazy. Like they're gonna have potential to go crazy now because all they need is a great record.
Yeah.
They already have the system there.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever they've already developed, all the years of work they put in to create something, it's there.
Yeah, I always talk about, to be honest, I always talk about Jessie with that shit. Bro. Yeah, Jessie's right there.
Yeah, that's another one.
Right there, bro. She's doing 6,000 cap rooms, man. It's right there. Like, it's just got to have a song that actually goes crazy. Yeah. Like, that's what, like, a great song really fucking matters, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a matter of time, you know?
Yeah, like, her career is straight. Like, she's good. She's good.
A great career.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she can also go on for another 5 years and never have one that cracks in her.
Still keep going.
So bigger. Yeah. 6,000 will go to 10,000. Like, because that algorithm will serve her. You know, she keeps nurturing it, keeps feeding it. You know.
How does an artist actually win in this day and age?
Yeah, themselves. belief, just straight perseverance and belief and just quality.
What does that look like? What does that look like though? Because I'm like, so let's say I'm an artist, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a kid who's trying to make it, and I think that I'm really good, but I also am an artist. So like I have like, not insecurities, but I feel very differently than most people, right? So like some people can really tear down the artist without knowing that they're actually tearing down an artist. You know what I mean? Like it could be like when you're first presenting your music to people, it'd be like, yo, that shit ain't that good. But they just might not have the right ears for that. And that could like let somebody down. So how does an artist get past that stage? And I ask because like you've been around a lot of successful artists. Yeah. You've been around a lot of successful producers. You had, as you said, you had God Mode where you were UMG in the center. And so you were able to see a lot of what everything was kind of like, how it was all working, right? Yeah. So what are these things that these artists could do to make sure that they persevere past that initial, like a lot of failure? It's a lot of failure in the beginning, right?
No, it is. It's like a lot. Everything is, you're always in step one, basically. Like the whole thing is just one big step one. Yeah. And step one can take years. It can take 10 years, 20 years, or it can take 3 days. Or it could take 24 hours. Like, who knows? Like, you might get there overnight. Like, anything's possible. You can do, anything can happen. You could go to bed at night, wake up, and you're like, oh, man, my shit's booming. How did this happen? How did this happen?
Right.
Like the Coldplay moment.
Yeah.
It's like anything can attach to anything and go crazy. It's like nothing's limited. You know?
Yeah.
It's like so as an artist, but you have to just be able to put yourself out there. Yeah. You have to like, you could do, like, if you have the talent and you have the team and you have everything around you, if you don't put the content out there, it doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
Like nothing matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like nothing.
I'm seeing it in real time as well too. Like I'm seeing incredible artists, like incredible artists. And I go and I look at their pages on socials, and I'm like, man, you posted like once in the last 2 weeks, and then but prior to that, it's like once in the last month. And I'll go and I'll hit up the people that I know in that camp. I'll be like, yo, what's going on? Yeah. And they'll be like, yo, they don't post. Yeah. I'll be like, well, yo, what do you like? Yeah. It's gonna be a hard game, right? And I go and I look into TikTok. I'm like, there's like 7 posts on there, and it's been like a year, and I'm like, oh, it's
an uphill battle.
I don't want to say, but I'm like, they'll be like, it'll just be on some shit where it's just like, this is going to be very hard for you to make it. You know?
Well, no, if you're an artist, you have to reframe how you see yourself, because you are a marketing machine that happens to perform and happens to have, a dynamic ability to do other things. Like you're a marketing machine.
So true.
No, that's all you are. Like you're a marketing machine. You have to be a marketing machine. Everybody who does anything right that resonates is good. Understands that. Because you're an artist. When you're like, as an artist, like the game you're playing is a digital game, and the computer doesn't care what you are. It doesn't care if you're an artist or a chef or this or an athlete or like a comedian. It doesn't matter as long as it sees the numbers are firing.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Like you're equalized. So equal playing field.
So okay, so what if an artist is sitting here listening to you right now, and they'll be like, "Yo, that can't be the only reason that I can blow up. That can't be the only way that I can."
There's other ways. Anything's possible. Yeah. You just have to look at what is the most abundant path to, what's there at your fingertips. Yeah. Like right now. Right. Like right now, you could be sitting in your living room, and you could just go and make content. Like you could sit there in your room and make it. You could literally upload the same video every day for 100 days. And what's going to happen after 100 days? You're going to have growth. Yeah. In some direction.
You ever see those channels? It's just like day one of day 34.
Yeah. If something's good to it, it works. Yeah. If you have something good, if you believe in yourself and you have something good musically, if you have the right, whatever it is, you have the right feel, the right energy, the right everything, just let it go. Just ride.
You're right though. Bro, because just how like I've been thinking about it in the conversations with you and Austin and stuff, and just like, why not? Yeah. Like you just create an account. What does it take out of my day? It's 5 minutes out of my day to repost that.
Man, and that's what it is, like artists. That's the whole game. That, what you just said, is the whole game. Why not? That's the whole thing. If you're an artist, you want to make it, it's like, why not? Right. Why the fuck not? Like, let me just let it fly. Like, let me post my song 1,000,000 times every day on TikTok. Yeah. Like, why not? Who cares? Like, nobody, like, it's just like, of course, like, you have to understand, TikTok themselves see itself as a spammy platform. TikTok describes itself as a spammy platform.
Does it really?
That's what we are. Yeah, they want the content. They want the content. Yeah. Because the more content they get, the more chance they have of making shit go crazy, the more chance they have of keeping people engaged. Yeah. The more, it's a content machine. Yeah. Because TikTok is content. TikTok is content. That's all that matters.
How do they monetize?
Well, they monetize. They have Shop and they have Live. You know, they have ads
that's
too.
how they go crazy
Shop
with that.
and Live is their
bread and butter.
Yeah, that's like, you know, Live is like, you go to TikTok Live, like TikTok is like churning on Live. You know, it's a global thing. They make revenue off of that. Like every time you get on Live and you get a donation, they take half.
Oh, that's how it works.
And they print all day long.
Yeah.
So, but that's good because that keeps their hands off the content. The content vessel, the thing that we care about in music, that thing, they don't care about it because that's just flow. They don't make, if that video goes 100 million views, like what is it to them? They're not selling a product. They're not making diamonds on Live. Like it doesn't matter, but getting the user to get on Live, start using Live, get diamonds, get all those type of things, people buying on TikTok Shop, you know, it's like, that's a business. That's a global business.
Yeah.
You know, that's like a churn. So like the stuff that's just about the content. So you as an artist have to realize that. And be like, oh, this is just whatever to them. There's nothing precious about it.
There's nothing precious about it.
Instagram is precious because Instagram's a portfolio. Instagram's an ad machine. Like Meta, Facebook, Instagram ads. It's an ad machine.
Yeah.
That's what it's made for.
I even still though, I wouldn't necessarily use the term precious, but I'd be a little bit more curated around it because if you start using that term precious, then it could like, people might get the wrong idea like, okay, I could really craft you can have visual identity, but listen, man, like I post 5 times a day on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's real growth. Like I'm putting visibility in front of everybody, right? Like it's like, and I shouldn't say I'm putting visibility, but I'm visible to a lot of people. Every single, your
frequency is great.
Yeah. Bro, I think I've like 45,000 followers on Instagram. You know how many views I get on 28 days? I have 3.5 million views every 28 days.
Yeah, it's great. Your system's firing.
It's firing on all cylinders.
Your system is great. You trained it.
Well, but also what's crazy about it is that like, maybe because I'm not an artist, I don't really care about the results. Like, not that I don't care about the results. I'm not married to the results. I have posts on my Instagram right now. If you go and you look at it right now, I got 45,000 followers and I got one post that'll be like 30 likes. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
It didn't work. Cool. We're going to reiterate. We're going to move on and we're going to move forward. Whatever. In 3 hours, we have another post that's scheduled to go. Some people will even look at that and be like, oh man, is this botted? But it's just like, no, it's not even, I would never bought anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's
again,
the nature
it's frequency.
Of the algorithm.
Yeah.
It's like shit goes up and down. Like it's not a thing, you know? But everything you just described about how you handled the brand is the same way an artist has to approach their shit. There's no difference.
Here's the difference though.
Yeah.
I'm at a place in my career where I'm fortunate I have a team that can do that. I'm not there posting myself 5 times a day. Like I have a couple of employees. So like the question here is like, how does an artist actually do that and not burn out? Like, I want you to, because the dope conversation that we had with Hit and you was him taking care of his mental and making sure that was firing on all cylinders so he can do the quantity game along with the quality.
Yeah.
There's no question that Hit is great at what he does. Yeah. He's an incredible producer. He's an incredible artist. He's a great rapper. But he's also taking care of his health to ensure that he can be in this fucking dialed in pocket. You ever hear of the term of the zone of proximal development?
No, what's that?
So it's essentially like, there's like 3 layers to it, right? So like your outer layer is like, you need the zone of proximal development. It means that outer layer, you can't do this thing even if you are assisted. It's something that's absolutely brand new to you and you're trying. Like for example, golf, because that's like, last year I was absolutely terrible. I could not fucking do that to save my life or to save my woman's life. Yeah. But then as I put in more practice and I put in more hours and assisted, somebody like helping me, like showing me how to swing, I can kind of get there. So now I'm in that middle layer, right? Where it's just like, you can do this thing where you have assisted help. Then you get to that 3rd layer, which is the center. That's where the term the zone comes from. Like, you know, if you like basketball and sports, like, oh, he's in the zone. That's the zone of proximal development. I don't need help. I don't need guidance. I'm fucking dialed in because like, I'm good at it. I'm not there yet with golf.
Yeah. Like, you'll get there.
I'll get there because I'm working for that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but in order for me to get to that, I'm got to put in the work, right? And Hit Boy's there.
Yeah.
You know, but he's put in the work mentally and health. All that to say, how does an artist actually get to that place?
You have to find like the most effortless form that's most natural to you of doing content.
Okay.
Like, even though I'm telling you about, it's all about just not being pressured and let it fly. That doesn't mean just go crazy and just try and do everything and be doing trends and this, that. No, you have to find you have to do your version of that. You know, you have to find what's natural to you. Because when you do find what's natural to you, you're going to be able to do it easily.
Right.
It's like, it becomes like air.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you just find that thing, you could just fire it off because this is natural to you. Like all the best artists that do it well, like the Sombers and this and that, like they just know. It's just easy. They're firing it off. You know, they can record. Of course, like they understand their content model, you know, but they've like, it's gotten to a point where it's like, yo, this is how I'm churning.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't have to deviate. Once you find like what works for you, kind of stay within that world. Yes, but at first you have to try different things.
Totally.
When you're just starting, you have to try different things. You have to try what it is, like, but you'll never get there if you don't try. That's why don't be precious about it. Like understand what works for you, what feels right, like what's the most way. Because also like authenticity is everything. Like nobody's gonna connect with your content anyways unless it's something that just comes off naturally. Yeah. You can't force that anyways. It doesn't even matter. Like you have to find your pocket. Whatever your pocket is, like whatever you do, there will be people that will find you. If you do it consistently and you have quality.
Yeah, well, the world is so expansive, and that algorithm is incredible. It's going to find your niche audience. Doesn't matter what.
Doesn't matter what you do. There will be a path for where it will grow. Yeah. But your only two jobs is to have your only two jobs. The only two things that are standard is quality and consistency. That's it. If you have those two things, you know, of course, authenticity is like everybody knows you have to be authentic. You know, that's number one. But it's your job to have quality and be consistent. That's it. You know, because then it'll catch. Yeah. You know, I mean, lack of quality has moments where it can catch too. But
lack of quality sometimes like might even catch even further.
Well, things that go crazy are either very, very good or very, very bad.
Very, very bad.
Yeah, the middle ground is nothingness. You know. Yeah. But if you have a generally, if your content resonates, it's all about what resonates. You know, like because even when things go, like sustainability is what matters. You know, you want people to constantly discover you because of who you are.
Right, not something else, because that's the draining part. That's the shit that'll get you tired.
It's who you are. It's like people discover you. People discover you by that bite-sized content, but then they have to really become a fan of you. You know, they have to attach to your world. They have to come here, and that community is what matters. And community is beyond just an artist, right? Like an artist, like right now, if you want me, even as a manager, like it's like I got to look at an artist. I got to look at their talent. You know, are they talented? Of course. Number one, are they a good person? They have a good mentality. They have a good personality. Do they understand their brand? Are they like really like true to themselves? Like, are they looking to other people for direction or for this and that? Of course you can have help with stuff, but you gotta know who you are, you know? Of course. But then it's like, do they understand how to leverage community around them?
I know you said this, but I also know you.
Yeah.
So, because you said like your artists got to do a lot of it, but like high key, you do a lot too for the artists.
Well, I mean, from a like execution perspective,
right?
You know, like
that's what I mean.
Yeah, execution. You know.
So, what would entail a good manager in this era? Do you think?
Yeah.
You know, if a kid is going to partner up with the homie from the neighborhood, what should that artist be looking out for as to like that?
Yeah, they got to be able to empower you to do what you do, like efficiently, better, faster, stronger, leaner, meaner, like make you better.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Like, can they make you better? Can they help? You know, help you achieve your dreams, your goals, you know, execute, you know, ideate and execute. You know, two things, you know, you ideate and then you execute.
How are you doing that with Hit?
Man, like Hit will come up with the creative ideas. He comes up with like anything that we want to execute, he comes up with it, right? It's like, cause it comes from the artist, right? It comes from him, you know, like, so he comes from creation. Like he'll do something and the next day he'll have a new project. Yeah. Or a new song or a new this or a new video. And then we just develop the best type of strategy to be able to like put it out or execute the idea, you know? Yeah. It's like an idea. And because he's a producer, he's so dynamic. He does so much, you know? Yeah. He goes from film to commercials to production to his own artists to everything, you know, his artistry in itself, you know, like, you know, album with The Alchemist, album here with Spangnitty, album over here, solo album, you know, it's just like, these are all expressions of what he does creatively, you know? We just, as a team, we just make sure to execute, to do the best possible thing we could do to get it out. Right. Know, properly, you know? Right. But all music now is like, I mean, look, like, you know, like everything's reactive, right? It's like the whole game is like, you know, like you put music out and then you have to understand like, you know, how to build systems around that music, you know, whether it's a sync business, whether it's a streaming business, whether it's this, whether it's that, you know, whatever it is, you know, you just have to figure it out. You know, like what works for you, you know? Right. Like if you're like, a touring artist or somebody who does, you know, folk or pop rock or this or that, like wouldn't have the same needs as a hip hop producer or a pop producer, or like, you know, everybody has a different business, you know, and different needs, you know? So the partner that you need could be different, you know? Yeah. Like there's so many kids that are, you know, doing, you know, their manager is doing, you know, doing, Fortnite stuff, or doing, Roblox or this or that. They have like a really specialized skill in that world, and they could build business off of that, It's like all about like what your world is.
That's so true, man. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like there's not one cookie cutter way of doing this anymore, and throw out of the window anything you thought of how this business is supposed to work.
Yeah, like it's like you could come from a live stream world and have a business doing live streamers. You could do music and bounce to this and bounce to that. Like there's just it's limitless now. It's like you just have to be like, and then the business you build with a creative partner, that could be anything.
You talked about visualization.
Yeah,
we didn't get into that.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you
can we talk about visualization?
Yeah, you can envision anything. Like if you see it, it can happen.
Why not?
Like if you could just envision it, like that's really the key to everything.
That's real shit.
It's like everything. Like if you're an artist, if you're a brand, if you're a producer, if you're a writer, whatever your goals are, you just envision it. You just like.
I haven't talked about that nearly enough on this podcast.
Yeah, no, you should. It works like, athletes, like it's the key to, when you look at sports and performance, envisioning is the key.
Yeah.
It's like a fundamental, everything. When you're shooting basketball, you envision it going in the hoop before it goes in.
Yeah.
When you're playing baseball, you're envisioning the ball coming down and hitting a home run, and then you hit it. Because the vision guides the brain, and the goals. Like, it's like, if you're envisioning success, if you're envisioning that engagement, envisioning those comments and those likes and this and that, then you're naturally going to get there. You're going to be guided to it
Crazy
somehow.
How that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, like, whatever your goals are, you can envision being a songwriter. You can be a songwriter, and you can envision yourself winning Songwriter of the Year, the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Envision that. You're feeling it, you're touching it, you're living it, you're breathing it, and then everything you do in life will get you there, because that's what you're guided to it naturally.
Mm-hmm.
It's every step of the way. That's the number one thing. I
was watching this video today where Rafael Nadal was talking about how I think like the average of that he wins every serve or something like that is like 45% or something like.
Yeah.
You would assume that he wins way more points, but it's not. That's not really the main part. The main part is that he's like, what separates him from everybody else is anytime that he loses a point, he says, "Fuck that point. I'm better than the other person on the other side. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna beat this person."
Yeah.
That's his mentality.
It's that mentality.
The mentality of his is just like, that point doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, you and when you have, like, it's hard. It goes in the same bucket as the quality, consistency, perseverance, everything. Like, your vision and your mentality drives you there.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the right mentality, you can get it. Like working on that, like that's the number one thing.
That's key.
Yeah,
that's
even
key.
Like the mental health you're talking about with Hit Boy. Like, once Hit Boy unlocked his mental health, it unlocked his creativity 10x, 100x, because it allows you to be great.
Right.
Like, your mental is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like, you have to like envision it. You have to be grateful. Like gratitude for everything. You're grateful for everything. Every little win.
Yo, that's a fact. And the earlier you know that, the better you are, the better off you are in life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's the number one thing, right? And every loss is a great. You gotta be grateful for every loss too, because you learn from that.
You're alive, man.
Yeah. Well, it shapes you.
Yeah.
It defines where you go, because the path paves itself.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, it doesn't, like, every little thing gets you to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
You'll always get to where you need to be. But if you just envision it, man, you'll get there.
What do you mean? You always get to be where you need to?
You always get there. Like, that's the way the universe works. The world, everything happens as it should. Like, no matter what. The only thing you can do is just have that vision. That's it. Whatever that goal is, you want to be, do 1 million streams a day, just envision what that is. And then you're going to work towards it. It's going to happen. The things will align to create that.
Right.
If you envision going viral every day, like, something's going to happen around you that's going to make you go viral. Like, it'll just happen.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll just happen. Like, it's just, something's going to happen.
It's scary how that actually works.
Yeah, it's like something will happen. Like, every little thing that, like, you believe in, you think of, you meditate on, you can create it, and everything around you aligns itself to create that. And if you don't get what it is you wanted, you'll get what you were meant to get. Anyways, it'll be exactly what you wanted, but it won't be what you expected.
Break that down.
Like, it's what you wanted, but you didn't expect it like that.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's not,
like you're still like, this is what I wanted. You know, you will feel it in your heart.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. It is what you wanted, but it is not what you expected when you got there.
Yeah, exactly. But it's exactly what you wanted.
But it's exactly what you
You're
wanted.
like, man, I landed even better.
Right.
Than what I imagined and what I dreamed, you know? So it's like, everybody's talking about, oh, music industry and everything's broken, everything's bad. It's not bad. It's great.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like, if you're an artist, if you're a brand, if you're a creator, if you're anything, you can do anything.
You have all the power within your own control.
Exactly.
To be able to be one of the biggest and most successful artists in the world. You
can impact anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
The problem is, most people don't want to do the work.
No.
And the work that we're talking about right now is a mental work.
That's the work. Yeah.
That's the work.
That's the work. It's consistent. Like, you got to wake up every day and you got to envision it every day.
Discipline.
Yeah.
You know, I call it discipline more than it's funny, man, because I got a lot of times people say like I'm a hardworking person. I'm like, I don't know if I'm really hardworking.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I've worked a day in my life.
Nah. Yeah.
I just enjoy what I do. I love what I do.
You go hard.
But also I do understand, I'm like, okay, well, when I was younger, I'm bleaching. Like I'm awake 24, 25 hours, just like, but I'm like, can I be more efficient? Right. So I get a little bit older. I'm like, I can't do those hours anymore because my mental is not, is struggling. Yeah. My mood swings are crazy. Okay, what can I do better? All right, let me see if I can read some stuff on this or just watch some videos on this. Okay, I need proper sleep. That's my balance. Yeah. I was like, all right, if I'm really tired or if I'm tired, go to bed. Yeah. And now for me, it's more the discipline of waking up relatively early. Work. Yeah. Get to work. Well, and when I say get to work, when we say get to work on myself, like
mental work.
Well, for me, go to the gym. Yeah. I wake up, I'm going to the gym. I'm in there for 45 minutes to an hour, however long I have my routine. And then I go and I'll sit down and I'll brew my coffee. But while my coffee's brewing, I'm taking 10 minutes to meditate, and that's when my day goes.
Perfect. You got to do that.
That's my work for me.
Equalizer.
Every day. Yeah. You know? And sometimes I miss it. Yeah. Like it's not like I'm always locked in on that. But more times than not, that gets me in a rhythm and a routine to go and conquer the day.
For sure. You can't survive in this game if you don't do that. Like, you have to do that. That's how you empower yourself. Yeah. You know, that's how you, if you do that, if you calibrate, it's like calibration.
Calibration.
You got to calibrate your mental. Yeah. You know, if you calibrate it, then you can deal with everything.
Yeah. How do you calibrate?
Man, I wake up in the morning, I write everything down that happened the day before.
Smart. Yeah.
Like, literally. So I basically, like, I'm grateful for it. Like at that moment, like every single thing that happened, I'm just go back through my day that happened before. I'll write down everything I'm grateful for. So I can feel that gratitude. Like, I just get it in my heart. You know, I'm just like, oh, let's fucking go. You know, let's get it. And then I meditate. I do like affirmation, visualization. Like, I just do, you know, things that I'm like, every goal that I'm trying to do, everything, short-term, long-term, everything. Like, you just spend time, envision it before I even touch the phone. No texting, no calling, no nothing, right? This is just going. Like, I'm walking my dogs. I'm listening to YouTube videos. I'm like meditating. I'm looking at my notes, everything. I have everything written in my notes. You know, I have all the goals, everything I got to do. I spend time on that. Sometimes it's 30 minutes, sometimes it's 60 minutes, sometimes it's 70 minutes. Depends whatever I got. And then I'll do Pilates, whatever I got to do, the morning shit. And then I get into it. And I go for like 12 hours straight. Like, I just go hard. Yeah. I go to the point of where, like, you know, I shut down.
Just, you know, but you got nothing left in you.
Yeah, but that 1 hour or that 2 hours or that 30 minutes or that 45 minutes, it happens every day. Every day. I don't stop. Like, I've gone for like 470 days straight. Of just that routine.
Of that routine?
Yeah, just every day. Like,
so you count it? You keep track of it?
Yeah, I have an app called Day One.
Wow.
It's an app called Day One. It's an app called Day One. You download it and you keep track of everything. You know? Day One is where I write my gratitude in, and that keeps track of all my journals, and I keep track of all my entries. And I have another app called Habit, and Habit keeps track of everything.
Of everything? Everything.
So in Habit, you could put everything daily, checklist off, affirmation, visualization, this, that, you know, and don't eat after 8 o'clock, like anything that you want to do in life. Okay. And it basically counts it. So every day, so you have a tracker of it. So you just keep going. And then the minute you lose, it resets itself. It's like a Snapchat streak.
Oh shit.
For yourself. Yeah. You know, it's like a Snapchat streak for your own body.
Do these goals here, do they at all deter from the day from 365 days ago? Like, I guess what I'm asking is, if you have a goal, but it's not what you wrote down, but now it's like, does it shift you mentally to a place where, like, all right, but I'm putting this to a side, I'm not able to complete it?
Yeah, no, I think it's just like, you know.
You know what I'm asking, right? Yeah.
It's just, it's not even shifting things to the side. It's just that will find its path. That'll come around. Like, for example, the Norris thing, right? I've been trying to get Norris into a bigger place so he can save more shelter dogs, but I've been so busy with everything else.
Right.
It's like, man, I got to do this over here. Like, I got to focus on this stuff, and he'll be fine. His rent's covered. He's good, right? But then once I started realizing, I was like, wait a second. I was like, we raised $30,000 in this GoFundMe, and I've already kept him in a house for 16 months. I already spent $24,000. I'm like, yo, and there's no Section 8 voucher. You know, I'm like, where is this approval coming from the state? It's not coming. So
it still hasn't come?
No, it hasn't come still. He's been waiting 13 years. So
That's
it's like,
fucked up.
so I was like, man, and I thought, okay, $30,000 put him into place. By then it'll be sorted.
Right.
And I'm like, man, it's not being sorted. And I was like, what's going on? And I was like, I got to turn this on again. So that's when I started turning on the posts, the social posts.
Oh, shit.
So now it's at 50,000. Now it's just cranking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is actually getting me to my goal I wrote down a year ago.
What was the goal?
Get him into a bigger place so he could get more shelter dogs. But I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get there.
Oh.
Now he's getting there. And I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm just going to keep going.
That's sick.
You know, and when we find a better place for him to move, I'm going to move him into a better place. So he doesn't have to stay in this apartment. Now here, go into this place with some land.
Yeah.
You know, outside of LA maybe, somewhere nice. Like here. And shelter, senior dog in the shelter, hey, go stay with Norris. And now I'm going to get you viral on my other page, which also makes dogs go viral. So I was like, here, you stay with Norris. I'm going to post you on my viral page for dogs, for shelter dogs.
Yeah.
Get you adopted too. So I'm not like, I don't know how it's going to happen, right? But I'm just saying it and I'm believing in it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and these aren't like, and I'm just saying, this is just how life works. Like how the world works. You know, if you want to be great, if you want to achieve things, you know, you just have to like envision it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that's all that matters, right? And anything's possible. And now more than ever, anything's possible because there's no roadblocks. There's no gatekeepers. There's no nothing. You could achieve anything. You could build $1 million business overnight. Mm-hmm. You know, it's all in the power of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's no roadblocks. No. You know, with the AI stuff now too, there's tools everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, there's utilities to be able to build things. You know?
But it's important what you're talking about because all those tools exist around us, but if you don't got the right mentality or the right frame of mind,
it's everything.
None of it matters.
Yeah, you have to have the right mentality. Mentality is number one. And then the people around you have to have the right mentality. When you're like talking about, oh, what about getting a manager and this and that? Mentality is number one.
Yeah, culture. The culture of like because really that's what's going to build the $100 million business.
Yeah.
Right? Is what is the culture of the people that you're bringing around because,
you.
especially like as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everything starts and ends with you. So your mentality is going to permeate through the people that you have on your team, right?
Yeah.
So if your shit is negative, their shit is going to be negative. It's going to be a feedback loop. But if your shit is positive and you're thinking we can take it to the moon, exactly. You elevate each other, a feedback loop of everybody.
An upward
and then there's other people that start to see that and be like, yo, I like that energy. I want to come along for the ride. And
these guys. Exactly. That's what you have to build.
Because
it's all energy, right? Energy is all like, you know, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, you know? So it's like, what direction is that energy taking you?
Yes.
You know, is it upward mobility or downward? You know, it's like, but you're only as strong as your weakest link. So, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like really like, when you're like, oh, what about the people you put around you? That's number one, you know? Because like, and that's a good thing. Like even like with Hit Boy setup, everybody around us is amazing.
Mad cool.
Yeah, you have great people around us. Like everybody on our team is like amazing. You know, it's like, so it allows you to, that allows Hit Boy to do what he does.
Right.
Know? So it's like, because everybody, the creative director is great, publisher, you know, publicist, lawyer, everybody on the team, you know, day-to-days, you know, everybody, engineer, everybody's amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody on the team has great energy, works really hard, good people.
You can know, it's a significant difference. When you have that good people, great energy, great people that work. Yep, same here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Everybody on the podcast I've been working on, building this up, man. Everybody's amazing.
Good people.
Great energy. Everybody's bringing the best, putting their best foot forward.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to help each other. Like, because those goals become identified as like a unified goal, right?
Yeah,
because it helps everybody, you know, especially if you're aligning what the value or the principles are of that organization.
Everybody works together to create that, you know, but you know, the mentality is everything.
Yeah, you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, mentality is everything. You know, you have to really like, you know, you have to know what you're going after, and the right people that help you support that dream and that goal will come. Always.
Always.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, envision. When you envision, the universe will bring it to you. God, universe, whatever you want to call it, you know, it'll bring it to you. Like the systems will build themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but you have to just put yourself out there. You have to just keep going, you know, even like as a manager, like, you know, you'll find paths to, if you want to go and get something, you'll figure it out. Man, you can do anything. LinkedIn, you can connect with anybody, you know? You can do anything. Like, there's a path to everything, literally. You can find a path to anything you want, you know?
Real shit. I just linked with somebody really dope. You know Jody Klein at ASCAP? She used to be at Interscope.
I think so.
I just had a great conversation with her today. She's fire. She's
just off of
amazing.
LinkedIn?
Just off of LinkedIn.
Yeah, see?
I saw it because I just was like negating it. It was like, oh, looks like a lot of people that just started following me because shit started popping on LinkedIn as well too as of recent, because we built like a system around that. And I'm just like kind of trying to figure out how to filter this out. And I saw her in there and I added her. And
you do a lot of business off of LinkedIn. You know, you can find CMOs, and it's great for business. Hit Boy's on LinkedIn. You know, he's going
Is he?
Yeah, he's pushing on LinkedIn.
Oh, we got connect.
Know? Yeah. He's over there, he's posting, you know, it's like, there's a great world out there.
Trust me. Is that how you guys connected the Adweek stuff?
No, that was through like a friend, but the LinkedIn thing is like, you know, when you go to LinkedIn, Hit Boy's posting Fast Company. He's, you know, there's a lot of like, there's a whole world of like the things he does. And like, you know, it's funny, he did the Fast Company. He did a panel of Fast Company, you know, and right away on LinkedIn, people are hitting him up. Oh, hey, could you come speak at this? Can you speak at this conference? Can you do this? Because it's like, it's just a whole world, you know, it's a whole community. Once again, community, you know, it's there. Yeah. Like, is there something there that just resonates, you know, in that world, you know? It's like, where's the world that you live in? And that's, what's your natural pocket? You know, where do you live in, you know? You can do anything. So sick. If you have the right mentality, if you envision your goals and you understand the tools to get you there, you can go crazy.
Real shit.
That's it. Like, crazy. Yeah, if you have the right, but it has to start with the right mentality. You have to envision it. You wake up every day and you just see yourself doing it. Whatever it is.
Whatever
it could be. If you imagine to get a #1 record, imagine seeing that. Imagine seeing the fucking shit #1, your name in the credits. You know, imagine like everybody texting you. Like, man, fuck, I can't believe it. Yo, you wrote this? Crazy. You know, you just imagine that feeling. Imagine that vibration. And then you take that energy and you build off of that. Go. You know, you take it and you're just like, you become unstoppable. Now, in this day and age, like, understanding like who you work with, very important, you know, like having great partners, you know, it's like protecting your energy. It's all about mental, you know, like, you know, you don't need to work with somebody that terrorizes you, ruins your life, you know, there's no world that can exist anymore, you know.
Some people believe that they're still tied to that, you know. But you know, not at all. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. There's so many different ways.
You don't need that type of abuse, you know. Management is as a business where you have your own business and you care about your client, hands-on, and you build your own systems. It's the best thing. You build your own systems around you. You know, like there's no system that's going to work for you. You have to build your own system, you know, as a manager, like 100%. You know?
Do you,
like a system won't serve you at all anymore. You can't go into a building and be like, great, this is great for me and my client. Thank you for all these resources. You know, this is so great. Oh, thank you. Oh, playlist thing, amazing. I needed that. No, you and your artist got to get that shit cranking. You know, you get that shit cranking, you know, and then you build the system around you. You know, okay, great. I got this person over here helping me with digital. I got this over here helping me with sync. I got this over here on touring. This is my agent. I'm building this business with him. You know, I'm building this IP over here. Oh, these people want to do a liquor brand. We'll do this together with these guys. You know, sick. You know, but a system won't help you, you know, anymore.
Those bars. That's deep.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of that here. But really, the stuff about the mentality was what I want to talk about. Because I was like, man, you know, like that's #1. You know, like that's #1. Like all the other stuff doesn't matter. Like visualization, and that's it. Like it doesn't matter if you're a manager, if you're a label person, if you're, you know, a publisher, if you're an artist, if you're a writer, if you're a producer. Like you just think about your goals. Think about your goals, and that's it. You know, you just feel it happening. You know, it's systematic. Everything, every lesson in time, from the Bible to Quran to Torah to this to that to anything you believe in, energy, Sufism, whatever it is. It's all about like your heart. You know, it's like what you feel in your heart. If you can feel it in your heart, you can go get it. You know, that comes from gratitude and belief. It's like, you know, faith and gratitude. You know, those two things are the essentials to success. You know. You could just go crazy. You could build anything. It's like really amazing.
It's true. It's true. It's true. anytime in my life, whenever I feel like I've been able to succeed. The moment that I started to feel like I was really succeeding in my life is because I was very grateful for the relationships that I was building, for the steps that I was taking in the right direction. And what's crazy is that like I could now at that point see the wrong energies coming my way, and I'd be able to deflect them out. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it ain't on your wavelength.
It's not on my wavelength. This is very low compared to what I'm trying to get to right now. So that's like a tough one as well. Coming from where I'm,
it's different. They're different. Like when you feel gratitude in your heart, you can't feel anything else. You can't feel both gratitude and pain.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Right.
It's like a physical impossibility.
I know.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Like one or the other. So you gotta.
Yeah.
It's like, energy is
so true.
Yeah, energy is like magnetic, right? Like it's also it's also can
those
bounce off each
people,
other.
those people, you'll find those individuals.
For
It'll
sure.
be way easier to find those people.
Man, stay away. You'll feel it. Like somebody walks in the room, you're like, oh, something about that person doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
It's like the feeling's not right. But that's that. If you can get a good sense of that, like you can, once again, that'll guide you in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like just understand that.
Nima, that's why you're the best in the game, brother.